Oh, the surgery thing? Yeah, and I could tell you guys. Yeah, so pretty much I'm gonna get the fat cut off me, boys. I'm kind of laughing about it now, but it like actually bothers me. You know how when like really like obese people, right? When they lose a bunch of weight, the skin doesn't actually like snap back into place. You know what I mean? So for those of you that don't know, I used to be super big. Like I used to be pretty fucking big. I used to weigh like 260 pounds. Okay, well, I mean, okay, I guess that's not super big, but it's pretty big. And like based on your genetics and where you hold your fat, because everybody holds fat and builds muscle in different areas of your body. I'm basically just removing excess skin, yeah. And that's on June 14th. So like for me, I'm one of the unfortunate people that like I only get fat in my stomach and my waist. That's it. I've never had like fat arms. I've never had like a fat face. I've never had fat hands. I've never had like fat legs. You know what I mean? I've never had a fat ass either. Basically, I went from 260 pounds to 190. That was my biggest weight difference. So I lost like 70 pounds. So pretty much there's parts on my body, like around my waist and stuff, that it doesn't matter how much I do. The elasticity in my skin is just fucked. How fast I started to lose weight when I was like 31. I'm 37 now. But losing weight's tricky because at the same time I was like building muscle too. So not only was I putting on weight, but I was also losing weight. So I was like putting on muscle and trying to lose body fat. I'll have like pictures of my Instagram, like before and after pictures. There's a lot of backstory to the reason why I'm getting this surgery. Well, I have talked about this before, but you know, in case you weren't here, when I first started to stream, I was like really unhealthy. This was a long time ago. This was like almost 7 years ago. Wow, it's fucking crazy, man. I'll be streaming for 7 years in 2 months. Holy shit. 7 years. This was back before they had the affiliate program. This was back before they had gifted subs. This was back before they had sub tiers. This was back before they had bits. This was back before all of that. So the only possible way that you could generate revenue from being a streamer was either you were partnered, which was very hard to get back in the day, or donations. I was very extremely poor and I ate like shit. It was like every day like shit off of the dollar menu from like, you know, fucking Wendy's, McDonald's, was Monsters, because I had to have energy to like stream. Because back in the day, I tried to grow the channel. Like I tried to get my name out there as much as possible. Yeah, so over here you can get a lot from like dollar menu and stuff. And it's also not just dollar menu stuff too. It's also like, you know, cans of ravioli, like ramen noodles. Like ramen noodles are fucking horrible for you. You know, that type of stuff. You know, you can get a whole thing of ramen noodles for like, how much do ramen noodles cost now? Like 20 cents or something, you know? So basically like I was eating extremely bad and it got to a point to where, you know, I was like 260 pounds and I would like wake up in the middle of the night, like shaking, needing caffeine. I remember I was living in my apartment. I would like wake up, I'd come downstairs, I'd grab a can of Mountain Dew, you know, like halfway through my sleep, I'd chug it real quick and then I'd have to go back to sleep. Yeah, it was rough. Like basically my body was so bad that I couldn't go without caffeine for like 5 hours. It was really bad. Yeah, it was really bad. And I told myself that after I got partnered on Twitch, I would spend the rest of my life trying to correct that mistake, trying to correct that decision. That's why I lift. That's why I do cardio. I do a lot of cardio. I do strength training, like stuff like that, because I don't want to live like that anymore. I couldn't live like that anymore. That's how you get like fucking diabetes and heart attack and all that shit, right? So basically over the years, I started to lose some weight. I went from 260 and then I did a fast like a year and a half ago, I think, or no, almost 2 years ago. I did a 5-week fast and I lost 25 pounds. That fast really showed me that no matter how much weight I lost, I was always going to have like loose skin. Yeah, fasting is like when you purposely don't eat for X amount of hours. When I fasted, I also lost like some muscle because, you know, whenever you lose weight, you lose muscle as well. So the lowest I got was like 190. So if you have like stretch marks on your body, basically that part of your skin has lost its elasticity. So it won't snap back in. There's good stretch marks and there's bad stretch marks. Bad stretch marks is when you get so fat, you get stretch marks, which I have a lot of. Good stretch marks is when you build muscle and you literally tear your skin or whatever. I have some like right here that I really like. It kind of looks like a claw mark, actually. It kind of looks like a tiger stripe. It's kind of cool. You want me to show you my stretch marks? Show now. Yes. Show proof. How about this? After I get it, give me like 2-3 months and I'll post a before and after picture. I'm realistic. Like, I'm not like sad or depressed or anything like that. I'm not like anything like that. Like, I'm very happy of where I came, right? Like, I'm very happy with the progress of my body. It's just one of those things where no amount of dieting or exercise or anything like that can fix what is wrong. The only way to fix it is to literally just cut it the fuck off. Unfortunately, if you guys have ever looked into that stuff, like, you'll see these amazing body progressions where someone will be like, you know, they'll be even worse than I was, like 300 plus pounds, and they'll go all the way down to like 180. Well, when that happens, depending on how fast you go, and even if you do it slow, once your skin loses its elasticity, it's not going to snap back into place. It is extremely invasive, and I might not wake up. I mean, there's risks. Sometimes you hear people and they're like, well, they only look like that because they had, you know, lipo, or they only look like that because they had a tummy tuck, or they only look like that because of this. And it's like, well, no, that's not true. Like, surgery will only do so much. Now, I'm not saying surgery isn't, you know, very powerful. It can be. But what I'm saying is like, some people, they'll get like gastric bypass, and sometimes they fall back into their old habits. People don't realize how important exercise and diet is, but not just like diet isn't in trying to lose weight. Like, as a diet is like what you eat. Sometimes you'll get people that will get this surgery, and then they just literally 2 or 3 years later, they look as though they didn't even get the surgery. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you see people that were like, you know, super big or whatever, and, you know, it's been years and years and years later, you know, and they look a lot more healthy and all that stuff. Well, it's not only because of like skin reduction, but it's also because they just changed their lifestyle, which is equally, if not more important. Like, in the end, that is more important, because you can get the surgery and then you'll just fall back into it. So like, you'll still eat like shit. You'll still never exercise. And eventually all that work that you got done is going to be reversed. But anyway, so that's what my surgery is next week. You guys want me to tell you what they're going to do? It's kind of fucked up what they're going to do. Okay, so right by where your hip bone is, they're going to start there, and they're going to cut, you know, they're going to cut like this. And they're going to take my skin, and they're going to pull it down, and they're going to cut off the excess, and then staple that shit. Then, because like I said, I hold all my weight in my stomach above my belly button, which I think they're going to have to give me a new belly button. But above my belly button, they're going to cut, and they're going to take that skin, and they're going to pull it down, and then they're gonna cut it off, and they're gonna sew me up. I'm gonna have 2 tubes running through my body. They're gonna like have this like liquid discharge shit, and that liquid is liquidized fat. So I'm gonna have to change my bandages like multiple times a day. Then I'm gonna deal with that for like a week. Well, no, I'm gonna try to stream that weekend, actually. Yeah, the doctor said it's a lot worse sounding than it actually is. He said that I'm gonna be so high on drugs that I probably won't notice very much. Okay, he didn't say those exact words, but I'm getting it next Tuesday. My goal is to stream that Friday. Don't let him put the wig. I won't, man. I won't. We're going to see how I feel on Friday. Like, I mean, this is a completely voluntary surgery, obviously. I'll post before and after pics too. I'm fine to talk about it. I'm fine to answer any questions. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I've worked what I think pretty hard for the past like 6 years. I'm very happy with where I'm at. My strength has increased. My body fat percentage has gone down. I've made pretty good gains in the past 6 years. But I'm just at a point right now. There's literally nothing else I can do. There's people that need it like more than I do. In my opinion, I don't need it super bad. I don't have to have it. It's just one of those things, man, where like, you're your toughest critic, you know? Like, honestly, man, you know, there could be someone that comes into stream and says, hey, you're a bald, fat fuck, you know, you eat shit and die. And it won't bother me, man. Like, it's just whatever, you know? Like, I don't know this person, you know? They're obviously jealous of my, you know, perfectly spherical head, and it's fine. They're confusing fatness for thickness. It's fine. You know, it's whatever. They're just dumb, you know? But it's just one of those things where like, you see it, you know, every day you see it, you think about it, and you're like, fuck, I remember this when I was 22. I remember this when I was 21. I remember this when I was 18. Holy fuck. This has been with me for like 20 years. Get it the fuck off of my body. Yeah, but anyway, so that's what's happening next week. Yeah, thank you guys. You know, I'll update people in the Discord and on Twitter and stuff. Stream the surgery. If I stream the surgery, the only thing that they're gonna see from the Twitch chat is put the wig on. He's out. Put the wig on now. It's your perfect chance. He's helpless. Put the wig on. Thank you guys for the kind words and the good wishes. Yeah, I'll keep everybody updated.